Hello everyone. In today's video, let us discuss how to prepare straight line bits on an MS plate 10 mm thick in an overhead position.
Objectives. At the end of this video, you will be able to set the MS plate in an overhead position to lay straight line beads. Select the electrode, current polarity and arc length for overhead welding. Deposit uniform beads in a straight line in an overhead position and control the sagging of the molten metal and slag from the beads. Clean and inspect the straight line beads for surface defects. Let us collect the tools, equipment required to do this practical. Steel ruler, scriber, bench vise, hacksaw frame with blade 300 mm, center punch, ball peen hammer, MS electrode, welding machine. Step 1. Prepare a mild steel plate of 10 mm thickness, length 150 mm and breadth 100 mm as shown in the sketch. Step 2. Lay out parallel lines as per the drawing. Step 3. Mark and punch lines with a center punch. Step 4. Fix the plate in overhead position. In the positioner, adjust the job to suit your height. Step 5. Select and fix a 3.15 mm dia MS electrode and set 100 to 110 amperes current. Use a helmet specially when welding in overhead position. Run and support the electrode holder cable over your shoulder. Use hand sleeves and leg guards in addition to other protective clothing. Step 6. Deposit the first bead along the punch line with short arc at normal speed. Control the molten pool and slag using proper technique. Step 7. Deslag, clean the bead and inspect for defects. Step 8. Deposit the other beads along the punch line as done in the case of the first bead. Step 9. Inspect the weld beads for defects. Practice until you're able to deposit uniform straight beads without defect. Skill sequence. Though overhead welding is the most difficult one, it can be made easy by following proper welding techniques. Welding in overhead position is done in piping work, shipbuilding, and in structural capital goods and manufacturing. Mark parallel lines with a scriber and punch the line with a center punch. When setting the job in overhead position, the job with the punch line should be facing the ground. The height of the job is to be adjusted depending on your height, using the telescoping tubes of the jig or positioner. Small particles of molten metal and spatters will fall down from the joint during welding in overhead position. And to protect yourself from these hot particles, it is very important to use a helmet, hand sleeves, leg guards, gloves, apron, and shoes. In this position, the hand will be pulled down due to the weight of the cable. Due to this, it is difficult to maintain a short arc constantly. This can be reduced by placing the cable over the shoulder. Use 3.15 mm dia MS electrode and set 100 to 110 amperes current. The current is set around 10 ampere less than that used for flat position, because maintaining a small molten pool is very important to reduce the pulling effect of gravity. The electrode should be held at 90 degrees to the base metal surface and at 5 degrees to 15 degrees to the direction of the weld. For overhead welding, you'll need to hold the welding electrode at an angle of 5 to 10 degrees from the vertical. This means the electrode should be pointing slightly backward, away from the direction of travel. When welding overhead, you will generally need to weld uphill. This means that you should move the electrode against the force of gravity, going from the bottom of the joint to the top. You can successfully overcome the force of gravity by using a short arc. Deposit the first bead along the punch line. Care should be taken to maintain a very small molten pool to reduce the gravitational effect. This will also help to control the molten slag from entering the molten metal. Deposit the run-up to the end of the workpiece. Repeat the same procedure to weld the second and subsequent beads. Inspect the weld for surface defects like uniformity of beads, undercuts, slag inclusions, blowholes, etc. Recap. In this video tutorial, we have discussed how to set the MS plate in an overhead position, to lay straight line beads, select the electrode, current polarity, and arc length for overhead welding. Deposit uniform beads in a straight line in an overhead position and control the sagging of the molten metal and slag from the beads. Clean and inspect the straight line beads for surface defects.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do this practical with the help of your instructor. Happy learning!